Well, hello, everybody. I am so glad to see you here. This is our live training for day one for our Nourish to Flourish with H20, our water challenge for 2025. And today we are going to be talking about the importance of hydration and why water is so important for our optimal health for your body and your mind. This week and in each day's emails, you're going to get one simple tip to help you with this habit. Now, why should we actually focus on water and why should it become a habit for life? Well, I'm going to discuss that in a minute, but let me just introduce myself briefly. If you don't know me, I am Leah Cheshire with Nurturing Your Life. I am a national board certified health and wellness coach, but I'm also an autoimmune and IBS and hormonal survivor. I've had some issues myself, and after about 20 years of helping family, myself, and clients learn about the importance of nutrition and lifestyle to help improve their health, I want to help you as well. I want to help you learn that a healthy lifestyle can occur through the use of consistent daily habits. And even more realistic, tiny steps can become those habits, which can help you have a lifetime of successes. And how do we really achieve any success with anything? It's just one small step at a time, right? And today we're going to talk about the small step of learning how to drink more water. But first, this disclaimer, I am a health and wellness coach. I'm not a physician. This information is just for educational purposes. And I always recommend you check with your own health practitioner before beginning any kind of lifestyle or nutritional modifications. So because we are in February of this new year and we're not very far into 2025, this is a great time to begin one small step like drinking water. So this week, what are you going to find out about? Well, we're going to talk about why hydration is key for your body and mind. We're going to talk about what health conditions it may benefit for and what health conditions may be at risk for not having enough water, symptoms that you're not drinking enough water, and how much you should drink, when is the best time to drink water, when is not a good time to drink water, what types of water and beverages are better to consume than others, and you're going to get small daily steps to increase your success in drinking water. And I want to encourage you every day this week as well. So yesterday, you should have gotten an email that was called Day Zero. That was just reminding you that we were starting today and to give you a heads up on what to be looking for every day. But today, you should have received earlier this day one email. That's what this video is in. And I wanted to give you a video as well as your email just to help you start off well. So let's talk about why is hydration important for your body and your mind? Well, we know that our body depends on water. Every cell, every tissue, every organ, every system requires water to work properly. Did you know that your body is made up of about 60% water? But really, about 75% of people don't drink enough water. And if that's you, then you might become dehydrated, which means your body doesn't have enough fluid to operate properly. And so what happens to your car if you don't have enough oil or gas in it? Well, your engine may stop, right? You can't use the car and you may not be able to repair it, right? And we don't want that to happen to our body. So how can you tell if you're drinking enough water? Well, actually, the color of your urine can be a really good indicator. If it's light yellow or colorless, usually that means you're well hydrated. But if it's a dark yellow or amber color, it's concentrated, which means you might be dehydrated. Now, here are a few other signs that you may be dehydrated. You have little or no urine. You're not able to use the restroom very often during the day. The darker color that I mentioned, dry mouth, you might be sleepy or fatigued. A lot of times that can indicate you need some more water. You may have extreme thirst. And usually when we're thirsty, a lot of people think, oh, that's a sign I need to drink water. Usually that means you're dehydrated. You might get a headache. Maybe you feel lightheaded or dizzy or kind of confused, like with brain fog. If you cry, you may not have a lot of tears coming out. So those are just some signs that you might be dehydrated. Now, some people might be at higher risk of dehydration than others, and they might have certain medical conditions, including kidney stones or kidney disease or maybe bladder infections. If you exercise at a higher intensity or in hot weather for too long, you may be more at risk of dehydration. If you're sick, with the fever, nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea, women who are pregnant or breastfeeding, if you are trying to lose weight, also your occupation. If you're not able to drink a lot of fluids during the day, maybe due to your job because you don't have time or cannot visit a restroom too often. Also often hear this with teachers, they're kind of limited because they have kids in their classroom most of the time. Maybe you're traveling, a lot of times when we're traveling, whether by car or train or plane, we don't want to drink a lot because you may not have access to a restroom. Also, older adults or children may be at risk because they don't always sense that they are thirsty, or they don't sense, hey, it's been a while since I've drunk a lot of water. So how much water should you actually drink? Well, many experts say about half your body weight in ounces, and usually that's ideal body weight. So, for example, if you weigh 120 pounds, then about 60 ounces of water is about half. And that's about 7 to 8 glasses of water if your glass holds about 8 ounces. Let me show you. This is a glass that I have at the house. This one actually holds about 9 ounces. So if it was about that amount, that's about 8 ounces of water. Now, there is a caveat to this, of course, because there's a lot of different factors: age, your exercise intensity, the climate, the temperature, the altitude, the humidity level, current medical conditions, and gender can vary from one person to the next, and that can affect how much water you need to be drinking. And so, I'm going to provide in your email this week also a calculator that you can use to determine how much water you should be drinking as well. Now, we don't want to go from 0 to 80 miles per hour in a car, right? In 1 second, right? Well, you don't want to do that with our water challenge either. So what do I mean by that? Well, I don't know if you remember this Aesop's fable of the tortoise and the hare, or the turtle and the rabbit. The story is about a turtle and a rabbit having a race to see who could win, right? And of course, the rabbit and everybody else figured the rabbit would win because rabbits are naturally faster than turtles, right? But the rabbit did something that he probably shouldn't have. He raced really hard initially. Then he became tired. He took a rest, dropped out for a bit, figuring he'd have a little nap and still would beat the turtle. Well, we know what happened, right? The turtle kept on walking at a slow but consistent pace, and he won the race. And here's the important part. The turtle took one baby step, or turtle step, at a time, right? So that's what I want to encourage you with this week. Every day of this water challenge, you might be here to increase your water intake for various health reasons, and you want to excel in your health habits. Does anybody tend to be a perfectionist, kind of like me? Raise your hand. And you think, oh, I'm going to start drinking the maximum amount of water tomorrow. Well, I want to caution you, don't do that, okay? Especially if you have not been drinking much water, you do not want to start tomorrow drinking an excessive amount of water, because what's going to happen? You're going to feel bloated, and you're not going to be happy with me. You're going to be running to the bathroom every half an hour, and your stomach is going to be very uncomfortable. So I want to show you some tiny steps this week to help you ease into the challenge. So just do the small steps that I've mapped out for you this week. It's really going to help, I promise. And see how you're feeling by Friday. That's going to be the day after our challenge ends. You'll probably have less fatigue and brain fog. You'll feel less bloated. And some people even tell me that they've slept better and actually ate less during the challenge. And I'm not really a betting woman, but if I were, I'd say you're going to feel a lot better just taking it slow and easy like the turtle. So be a turtle this week, okay? Now, here are some things that you might want to get to help you this week that they're also kind of fun. Herbal teas gets you an assortment. It's going to help with some flavor. You can use some with caffeine, but also get some decaf. And I'm going to give you some specific ideas later on this week. Measure how much your glass holds. You know, I just showed you the 9-ounce glass. I also have a larger 16-ounce glass. So that's about 2 cups. This one, which is, about 8 ounces here, is about 1 cup. So measure your glass at home just so you kind of have an idea of how much you're getting. Other things that you probably already have, but you might want to use too. I have some different types of thermoses or things I drink out of. This one I really like, and it's glass. And so that's a really healthy one. Here's my Yeti, and it's stainless steel. You don't want to get the plastic water bottles. Now, if you have one that is made from plastic, try to check and see if it's BPA free. BPA is a toxin and a xenoestrogen, so it's not really healthy for your body or mind. And I'll talk about that more this week too. So today, just do your first tiny step that's in today's email. And then every day this week, look for your daily emails. They're going to be sent out by 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right. And if you have any questions or comments, you can always just reply to your email. You can post into our Facebook group or just message me privately. And I will be checking periodically during the day, and I'll be happy to answer you. So that's all that I have for you. I wish you a lot of success on this simple but important challenge that we're doing this week. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.